Evening, everyone. Welcome to What's on Your Mind Wednesday Live. How you guys doing today? It's midweek. Thank God it's midweek. Thank God we've come to almost to the end of the day. I hope things have gone according to plan. Thank you for those that sent in your question. Um, this is a place where I do my live counseling session where people ask me questions in the areas that concern us here, and we go ahead and we answer it. And there are life issues. We have questions on life, we have questions on business, career, leadership, personal finance, marriages, you name it. Questions come from all angles concerning this, and people have asked me, where can I get, where can I get this counseling sessions? Where can I get them after, um, if I don't come on live at the same time? I tell them that go to YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, Uche Onochie channel on YouTube. If you visit there, you will see all my counseling sessions, and also some of my business webinar, leadership webinars that I have there. So it will be good materials for you to take time and just relax and just go through them from time to time. So just visit that. I'm sure there's so many, a lot of materials there that you can benefit from. I also have a group of mentees, those that I mentor. There's a link. I will give a link at the end of the day, so that if you want to be part of it, or you know somebody that wants to be part of it, you can send them the link. There I do my presentations. Here you can ask me a question, I can answer. But there, you can send me a question, I can call me, we can talk. We're able to talk, we can talk, I can send you things directly, and I can answer your question more than 2, 3 times. I can actually now begin to start that mentoring process. So that is the benefit of having to belong to that close group. If you want to, it's a closed group, but it's not that people are not allowed. It's just that you just follow a link, and just the link will take you to the closed group. So if you want to be part of that, then it's you're welcome to be part of that. So today I have a question from I have a question from Emmanuel from Aba. Hmm. I have a question from Emmanuel from Aba, and Emmanuel says, "Good day, sir. My daughter turns 16. My daughter turns 16 this month, and she wants me to get her a phone. Personally, I feel she should wait till she turns 18, but I'm alone on this one, as even my wife feels she can handle the phone. My concern really is for her mental health and the damage social media is doing to the youth. What's your fatherly take on this?" So yeah, I feel you. I feel your concern. I feel your concern. I feel, as a parent, as a father, and also when you're talking and thinking about your daughter, I know your concerns, I know your fears, but I think I will side your wife on this, but I will side her with cogent reasons why cogent reasons and give you some cogent reasons why your daughter should have a phone. I have to give you some points so that you not look as if I'm just trying to side your wife on this. No, it's a reason. There's a reason for you to give her a phone. In my own case, I feel that the boys that we have at home are three boys at home, and their ages are 16, 15, and 16, almost 17, 15, and 11, almost 12 years old. So we can comfortably say 17, 15, and 12. And I feel that at the same time, I feel that I feel that they have a phone. Their own, they started having a phone at 13. Because 13, two things, I looked at it from two angles. I said the Jews, whom I follow closely in terms of some of their lifestyle and some of the way their lifestyle really, and some of the things that have made them great. They do what is called bar mitzvah for boys at 13, because they say, and they can prove it biblically, that a child at 13 is you are able to understand sin. You are able to, how will I be responsible for your actions. They feel that they are responsible for their actions at the age of 13. So if the Jews feel that their sons are responsible enough to be held liable for sin and for any action they do that contravenes the law at 13. So I looked at it, I said, okay, so they're actually saying 13 is a rite of passage. And some African countries, some African tribes, about that age of 13, 14 is where you go through the ceremony of becoming a man. Some is flogging, some you enter into the forest, whatever they do, rite of passage to becoming a man at about that 13, 14. So it means that 13, 14, someone that is 13 and somebody that is 14 is responsible to a certain extent in the African tribes, some of the African tribes, and also the Jews feel that 13 is somebody that should be able to have be held accountable for right or wrong. Then I also observed in my church, when a child gets to 13 years, he's moved from the children's church to the teens church. Okay, so 13 is the age of moving to the teens church. So it means that 13, the Jews and some African countries, some African tribes agree with me that 13, at 13, they are responsible. Some people, some children at 9 that grow up in the villages, they go to farm, they sell, and they pay their own school fees. Starts from 9, and they start going to farm before then. So it means that some of this responsibility, some of these tribes believe that children at that age should be responsible to an extent. Okay, so at 16, you already 3 years. At 16, you're already 3 years plus, So, but I feel that the duty of every parent is to prepare their child for the world. It's your duty to prepare your child for the world. And the future of the world is in the phone. The world is in the phone. Everything you do, your banking, transfer, information, everything, every single thing you do is on the phone. Every single thing you do is on the phone. So you can't escape it. So there's no way you will be able to no way you'll be able to tell her not to use a phone when every single thing she's going to do is on the phone. Even when you agree with me, when there was a lockdown, schools started training, started teaching. I think they did third term. Most schools did third term through the internet. They did it virtually. So the future is the phone. Now, not just the future, now is the phone. Is everything happens in the phone. And Miles Monroe says that where abuse is not known, um, when abuse is not known, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. In this case, I'll say when foretaste is not known, abuse is inevitable. Because the day she's going to have it, she's going to abuse it. Let her learn about the phone while she's still with you. Teach her what to expect and what not to. Teach her the phone. Teach her the things that she should be responsible enough while she's with you. Set guidelines for how she uses the phone while she's with you. That is parenting, preparing them for the world. So you need to prepare them for the world. And the good things are on the internet, bad things are on the internet. So you will teach them. Don't allow the world, don't allow teachers or allow her peers to be the ones that will teach her about the phone. I think it should be a thing of honor that you be the first, you buy her first phone. I think you should be able to buy her a first phone, and let it not be a very cheap phone. Let it be that you make that impression on her by giving her a first phone, teaching her, telling her the places she should not go, telling her the things that are there that she should not go. Because when you teach a child the right way, it should go. The Bible says, train a child in the way he should go. When he grows up, he will not depart from it. My wife and I had an experience. My first son, who is 16, almost 17, I think when he was 14, thereabout, we decided he went to school. I think he went to school, he dropped his phone. And when he dropped his phone, he put a password on it. And we had to call the hostel manager and say, please tell him to give us the password. You can't password the phone. You can't lock us out of your phone. You're only 14 years old. And when we looked at his phone and we saw the conversation on WhatsApp, we almost collapsed with the things that were being said and the things that were being discussed. We almost collapsed with the things that we saw. I could not imagine that my son that was brought up with high Christian values could make certain comments and to say some certain things. I was appalled, you know. But come to think about it, when he came back from school, we had a long discussion. Though I believe that holiday he didn't have his phone. But it was able, for me, it was a rude shock for you to think that your children don't discuss some certain things. You'll be deluding yourself. You'll be in a world all by yourself, and you are just in a world confusing yourself and thinking that they don't discuss among themselves. And if you see what these children are discussing, you will be shocked. So when he came back, we presented him, this is what, how can you be saying this? You're a pastor's child, for Christ's sake. How can? And he was trying to explain that some of this discussion, which to an extent was true, he was guilty with some, that some of this discussion are generated by those people. And he showed me examples of when they asked, and even the girls at 14, the things that we're saying and things were, you know, but without that experience, we will not know, without that experience, we will not know the extent of the kind of discussions they are discussing and how we can well, how we can come in and intervene. So now we had to talk to him and talk to him. You cannot speak in this way, and I specifically told him, I said, look, Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Be who you are. This is who I am. Don't be proud. Don't be ashamed of your Christian faith. Don't be ashamed of the home that you come from. It is good to be morally upright. It's good not to say those things. So he was not asking me, so what will he say when they say those things? And I had to teach him what to say. And because I can't change all his friends, he's in school. But the thing is, he can learn to respond differently. He can learn to be, I don't want him to stop being a 16-year-old, but at the same time, he has to begin to find his own identity of who he is. So what I helped him to do is helped him to discover who he is and tell him you can be different without peer pressure. You should be the one that is different, and your friends, and dragging your friends to do what is right. Okay, so now he was very embarrassed. In fact, he almost, if the ground could open for him to bury himself that holiday, he couldn't look at me in the eyes. He was so ashamed because some of the things that were said were appalling, sexual things, appalling, that somebody at that age should be talking about those things. I shared with a friend of mine, he said, they say those things from 8-9 years. You saw it at 14. So if you do not allow these things to happen, your daughter will be thinking that she's missing a lot. And the day she has phone, you will not be the one to counsel her what to do and what not to do. So it led to discussions, and I will advise you, if you have not done this, to do it and continue to do it. I called my sons from time to time. We have family meeting. I say, okay, come, let us have family. We sit down and gist. I have like 9 or 10 topics now by my bedside. All of them will choose a topic that they want us to discuss. Before, I used to bring out the topics, but now they choose the topics that they want me to discuss with them. And of course, and I can also raise my own topics. What am I saying? Because we've discussed a lot of things. The first topic I discussed with them was the topic of homosexuality. And I brought out the Bible and I showed them. And to my amazement, one of my sons told me that I thought if you like a man, you can like a man, you can like a girl. Is it not? I held myself because I almost like threw him out of the window. But that was what he was thinking. Because that's what everybody around him probably are saying. And that is the kind of things you can hear from the cartoon. You don't understand the way they think. So we are now talking and talking and talking and about homosexuality, and I was telling them what is. We've talked about pregnancy. They are boys, but we've talked about pregnancy. We've talked about dating, and I've told them how dating too early can impede their growth, and I've scientifically proven to them. I hope they listen to me, but I told them that if you are doing dating in secondary school, you begin to decline. Because if you're having serious relationship in secondary school, it will affect your work. During prep, if you're boarding, all of them are boarding out. If you're doing prep, you'll be going up and down, trying to talk and impress the girl. You will not read your book. The day a man becomes, loves a woman, many things in his life will decline. So, and I tell them, you are not mature enough to be able to bounce back from it. And they ask questions. I'm happy now that they ask questions. We discuss about money. I told them about money, how to become a millionaire. And they say, why didn't I tell them this earlier before? Why am I telling them too late? We discuss about friends, how to handle male friends, female friends, relationship. We discuss about God. We discuss about Jesus. We discuss about experiential knowledge. Because let me tell you, a lot of young people feel that their parents just go to church, make noise. They don't see the power that is coming from church. So you need to teach them, let them understand what it means. You as a father, if you have had experiential knowledge of who God is, you will tell them. That's why in the Bible they say God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They were personalized. It's their experience they had with God, and that is what they passed down, so that you can say, I believe in the God of Uche because you did this for my father, and so I also can say the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Uche. Then it comes down to me. So you must teach them. You must teach them about speaking in tongues. They speak. One day they thought I was joking. I called them. I said, "You start speaking in tongues. This is what the Bible says. This is what the Oya start." You know, you need to be able to. I'm not expecting them to be perfect. But what I'm doing is, let it be that the first experience they have of the things they're going to face in the world, they had from me. Because at my age now, there are some certain things I want to do. I still hear the voice of my father, or I still hear the voice of my mother telling me, I will tell your father if you try this thing. At my age, and I will still respect myself, and I go back. Many years ago, I don't take anything sugary, but I don't, you know, and when you are beginning to, I remember, I think I was approaching 40, and my mom would always say, sugar is not good for you, sugar is not good for you. And me, I used to pack sugar. He said, let your father come. I'll tell him. One day, I was trying to put tea, and I heard, it was like I heard in my kitchen, I will tell your father. I had already put 1 cube of sugar. I wanted to put another. I heard my mother's voice now. Do you know, it's my house, I'm paying rent, it's my sugar. But I heard it. I kept back the sugar and carried that one. The voice of your father will always be there. The voice of your mother will always be, even if you're 100 years. I've seen 90-year-old people talk about their childhood and how he has stayed with them. Train up a child the way he will go, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. Is the truth. When you discuss these things, discuss about prayer with them. You know, this morning devotion thing. Oh, I saw that it was a waste of time. That you will come, you call them, do praise and worship. They will do praise and worship. Then you now talk, you pray, they go. They are not hearing you. They didn't hear anything. One day I was watching them. My wife was doing devotion with them. I was watching them. Some will be sleeping, nodding. Some will sit down, stretch their eyes. Okay. You will do devotion with me. The devotion now is that you come and preach for us now. I turned all of them to pastor. So they will go and find the scripture. They'll find the scripture. They will read it. They will now interpret it. Then they will raise 3-4 prayer from that. And me and Nara's wound up with prayer. That's when they started understanding the Bible. Not when we do devotion and you say everything, you think they learned. No. It's from those, you will see them, they will raise their own prayer point and they become better while they do it, instead of you having to do everything for them. So you discuss prayer, we discuss spiritual experience, we discuss pornography. So with your daughter, don't say, because let me tell you, don't say because you are the father, you don't discuss. I don't believe, I've never believed in that. Father, daughter, son, whatever, you are the parent. Okay, God forbid there's no wife. Won't you become father and mother at the same time? If something happens, are you going to go and look for your sister, your mother to come and talk? You are both. You are capable of being both. So the thing is, you can discuss pornography, pregnancy with her, and you tell her the dangers of pornography, because she is going to have phone one day. She's 16, so university is around the corner. Is it not true that same phone she will get alert that you've sent money to her? And she can be getting alert coming from a pornographic site. See, at some point you have to release these children. You cannot keep her. She cannot be She cannot be a child all her life. You cannot shield her from the world. So because you cannot shield her from the world, what you need to do is prepare her for the world. What you need to do is prepare your daughter for the world. Prepare her well for the things that she's going to face. So when she faces them, she will be hearing your voice. Pornography. Tell her the danger of pornography, of masturbation. They will say, Dad, why are you saying those stuff? Let it be that they heard from you. Because let me tell you, do you know the people that train your children? They are their mates. It's their mates that train them. And it ought not to be so. And their teachers are the ones that train them. I had a teacher that didn't believe in God. He didn't believe in God. And he tells you, and we were from one. He tells you that you people that believe in God, he starts to indoctrinate you from one. Guess what? The school I went to, this teacher was a senior lecturer. Do you know that in secondary school I went, is fine arts? When you get to Form 2, is fine arts stroke religion, CRS. And in Form 1, you do both IRK, CRK, so you understand, is in the north, so that you have an idea of both religions. Okay, fine. But the one that if from Form 2 you begin to do your own faith, they now put it fine arts and technical drawing, or fine arts and Christian religious knowledge. Every child, every boy wanted to go and draw in the fine arts lab, because is where to go and play. So all of us went there. We did not do CRK. I grew up becoming a teenager. I didn't know there was 1 John in the Bible, just because somebody blocked it early. But if you prepared that your son at home, and so that when these things happen, so that when these things happen, your child will be able to respond. He'll be able to respond well to those things. So discuss the dangers. I think the dangers of what? What are the things that the dangers she's going to experience is what? Feminism is what is out there in the internet. Tell her the role. Be the one to tell her the role of a woman. Tell her how she can be a queen. So you are the one that will teach her. Take her out and teach her. Take her, be the first person to take her out, so that men taking her out, she will not be too excited. Be the one to buy her phone. So when one sugar daddy comes from nowhere, you're not going to excite her because of phone. So this is what you need to prepare her for. Before that time, prepare her. Prepare her. Buy her the phone, teach her the phone. Show her the good things she can do with the phone. Show her also the bad part. But you cannot stop her from going there. One day she's going to leave you. You need to understand. I understand your concerns, but at some point you have to release her to go and start her own family. You have started your own family. The way God has designed mankind is that you grow, you have offspring, and they too at some point will leave you. So once children go to university, they've started the process of leaving you. That 4 years, 5 years is transition stage. They come home, they go. They stay more in school than at home. It's transition. They're leaving you. So parenting is about taking care. Parenting is about making that transition, preparing them for that transition, and preparing them for where they're going. Teach her how to be grounded in the things she's going to face in the world. Buy her the first things that men used to confuse girls, and teach her and show her and tell her that she's a queen, she's a princess, she's your princess, and everybody that is allowed to come near her should teach her to treat her as a queen. And you show her, don't be shy. Don't be shy to say, where is, let my wife do that. No, it is your responsibility as a parent. It's not one person's role. Teach her what to expect from men. If not, she's going to fall out there. And teach her about the phone. Tell her about the things on the social media which you see that are bad. By the time you give her phone, talk to her, you see, they are saying all these things. They are saying, because on social media, to be loose is what do they call it? To be a loose girl, to be a runs girl is allowed. In fact, you can do one stupid thing and you can have 1 million followers in one day, even in 1 hour. You'll be trending. So, but you need to show her what is good. Talk to her as a parent. She will listen to you. Be the one to teach her as a parent, and you will see that, don't be so, God already, let me tell you, God already, she's God's child, you are just a custodian. God has plans for that girl. So don't think that you can't live with her in university. I'm sure you don't even live with her in secondary school if she's in boarding house. So, but prepare her. And all you need to do after preparing her is just be praying for her. Just pray for her that God should guide her. Just pray for her. Just prepare her. Your job is to prepare her. Your job is not to worry over her. She has a God that watches over her. The same God that did not allow her to die in the labor ward, did not allow her to die, did not allow her to be aborted. The God that has kept her to 16 years will see her through. Parents were protective, overprotective, but know that the time for transition for her to go and become a woman is very close. So just help her to be a woman. Help her to be a girl transitioning to a woman in the 21st century. Once you can do that, leave the rest for God. God has been watching over us since the beginning of mankind. So he will continue. So that is my Emmanuel from Abba. This is my honest advice. I don't know if you're here with me, Emmanuel, but you can always go to YouTube and listen to my my summation today, the things I have said. Thank you guys. This is the question I'm taking for today. So please, I do webinars on Monday and I do counseling session on Wednesday. So my Monday webinar is on leadership, business, career, personal finance, marriage, relationships generally, and life issues like this on parenting and things. Now parenting and things related to this. So you can ask me questions, or if you know someone, that wants to ask a question, that wants to be coached, mentored, I think this is an opportunity. Just forward this link or forward this advert to them. You can check my teachings on Uche Onochie YouTube channel. Uche Onochie YouTube channel. You will see all my counseling sessions and some of my webinars on business and leadership. They will really be a blessing to you. But I want to urge you, please send this link to someone, invite someone for next week, Wednesday, and also invite someone for our webinar on Monday. They are very, very insightful and very, very, the contents are rich and it will be a blessing to many people. So until I see you next week, Monday, or Wednesday, there's a link I'm going to leave out here. I'm going to ask my people to put out the link. It's already there. Linktree /Uche Onochie, but it's spelled this way. Link linktr.ee/Uche Onochie. So one word. So if you know someone, you can join a group of that close group of people with me that I mentor, and I take my time to do that for them. So please, if you have someone, just send it to them. Until I see you next Wednesday, if you have a question or if you want to join our webinar on Monday, God bless you guys. Have a great day. God bless.